What's going on YouTube, and welcome to a very special video. Now today, we're in Minecraft as you can see. We're gonna walk forward and it says, "New life has risen. You are destined for great things." If we were to come in front of us and step on this block, I imagine we'd get sent somewhere we don't want to go, guys. But today, we're gonna be exploring a Minecraft time capsule. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, I mean, this world is very special to me. This world exists from 2013, from around the time Minecraft released on the Xbox 360. One of the first games I played religiously was Minecraft. And we're in the city of RE, colon. Now, what is this world? This is a world I started when I was, well, in the year 2013 with Minecraft Xbox 360 edition. I managed to get that Xbox 360 save into a PS3 save, upload it from the PS3 to the PS4, and now it sits on the PS5. So this world is a time capsule. This world encompasses many aspects of my life and many other people's lives. I've had so many people play on this world throughout the years, and it's always been something I've treasured. I've not played Minecraft as much as I'd have wanted to back in, as a kid. This world was all I ever thought of, adding onto it what I could make the world into. But we're gonna go explore around, guys. So this is the starting area where, the Xbox 360 world, had when we had very small classic size maps. Couldn't go too far out of the map. And this is one of the first things I ever built. And it says right here, another nice little statue. First ever statue made on the server in 2013. This creation is what symbolizes war and violence. May God pray for us all. So, as you can probably gather, guys, I was a brony back in 2013. Dark days. And we got Spike here smoking a doobie. But all this stuff came from Hot Diggity Demon, Max Gallardi. I love Max. He made my childhood. He made some of my favorite animations as a kid. Shed Mob especially. And as a kid, what other thing can you do to show your love and appreciation for something by building it? What are you? We've got a little memorial for Kitty0706. Some old people here. Rip Jeans 01 and Proud Noob 98. They were not my brother and sister, but I grew up with them. I grew up in the same household with them. That's how I got into Minecraft as a co-op game. And Fallout New Vegas, Proud Noob, he taught me. So wherever you are, Will and Lucy, I hope you are doing well. We'll explore a little more. You can see, this is probably around the time FNAF released. What I love about this map is, the further you go out, you see my my views and stuff, my likes. They expand as the map expands. So we got some FNAF here. We got Bubba. I was gonna say Bonnie there. Spring dude, Springtrap. Got the marionette. Some little statues I did, little miniature ones, and a nice little golden Freddy. Now, I am playing this on the PS Remote Play app, so I can only hope, guys, that it doesn't have many issues, but we're going to make this a very special video, guys. So, around the corner here, we got Lost Players, some people that we never got back on the Xbox 360, Supersonic Gecko, Ninja Star, wherever you guys are, I hope you are doing well, and the same to you, Islet. We do hope all of our old Xbox 360 friends, guys, we hope them all the best. There used to be a treehouse here that was built by Rip Jeans. Got a little mushroom from Mario, a little car over here. And then, as you can see, my interests expanded. Got a Sinon from Sword Art. The main man jacket, my beloved Toka and Ken Kaneki. Even Kirito and the guy from Blue Exorcist, I don't know his name. Got a little Mackies down here, guys. It doesn't look like the Mackies of anywhere now, since they've lost their corporate identity. but it's a little Mackey's, you know. A Mackey's, a McDonald's. For those probably didn't gather I was talking about that. What have we got over here? We got a little police station, I'm pretty sure. ICE detention center. You see, maybe it was Immigrations and Customs Enforcement. I can't remember. There is a building that's labelled ICE, but it was a skating rink. You know, I don't think when I was a kid I was thinking of ICE so much, but maybe, who knows? Who knows? Either way, little place there. You know, you can see as well when the world's gone on, we've added little new touches to areas that exist, you know. Didn't have this, as you could probably have guessed. Probably, if this still works, I would be very, very surprised. You know, this is an old redstone build. Let's see. Wow, I'm surprised that actually still works. So, you know, I liked a bit of redstone, guys. I know a lot of the stuff built with redstone now doesn't work, or at least I don't think it does. Some changes made to redstone. This used to be the job center, I remember that. And, you know, we've got some buildings next to it. What have we got? This looks like a laser tag, if I'm not mistaken. You know, a little waiting room. You know, nice decor. And then we come back and, oh my god, it's all pitch black, guys. And what have we got here? Yeah, we got that stuff, guys. You know, okay, we'll go in and explore. I don't want to explore every single thing, guys, you know. But there's a lot of my childhood. And, you know, I'd love to have this world forever. Back as a kid, there was nothing more than I wanted to make this into a server. I'd only ever played a few servers on Minecraft on my laptop with great difficulty. And as a kid, you know, the only thing I could envision is having a world that had people that could come together and build stuff, which takes me over here. You know, I had the ideas to make this into like a dark RP server. I've got some books here, guys, in fact. And as you can see, you know, I never finished the rules and stuff, but through blaring lights, your eyes open to a brand new world. You feel weak and have nothing. You hear a whisper from a female voice that calls your name out. It sounds familiar and gives you comfort in this new world. You know what you need in order to survive. You know you need to survive in order to find out your calling for the world. Apply for a low-effort job and advance your role in society and find your origins. And it says there, it's called MOV, obviously because of Shed MOV. As a kid, I didn't understand that was a, you know, movie. There's probably a bunch of rules here, guys, that, yeah, ICBMs. When, you know, fill commands and you could fill an area with TNT and just destroy it. And it says there, you know, codes can be sold on the black market, guys. I had ideas as a kid. You know, this was going to be like a GTA, you know. Look at that, president is assassinated. There'll be a lockdown. You know, guys, I really wanted this to be like a dark RP server, you know, like Gmod. We've got some commands here for when I was trying to be a pro builder. And the idea of these are locations where you could get like unique items, guys, that could be sold on the black market. Now, as you can see, it expands to all my interests as the years go on. What have we got here? Oh, the ultimate job guide, and it has nothing in it, but that's okay, guys. That's okay. So, what are some of the jobs we had here? These were all measured in credits, and I believe, yeah, we have what each thing's worth. I believe that was maybe a singular thing. So, you know, if you had I don't know, I can't remember, but interesting stuff, guys. You know, limited time jobs. We've got Jeffrey Epstein, Tupac, that guy. You know that guy as well. Yo. Yeah, Dallas from Payday. Who doesn't want to be it? Come on, guys. Some interesting stuff here, and I know where the things are for this. Zaibatsu. I didn't even know what Neuromancer was, but you know, I heard the word Zaibatsu and I thought, wow, that's a cool company name. I played that on a Gmod like exploration map. You know, some me guys, we're not getting like stuff like that anymore. We're not making little small Gmod maps and have little branching storylines. I don't think YouTube will like that. But you know, oh my god, Pizza Parlor, like FNAF, oh my god. And over here, guys, what do we have? Well, we have a list of many of the people that have helped out. Now, you can see some missing spots because, you know, not everyone's a great person, guys, but, you know, we've got some, we had tons of people on this world, you know, and I thank every single one of them for sharing my childhood with me. We've got a bounty board here. Zed is a curious buyer. And that will teleport us up there, guys, to Skyloft, you know, from that one game. Not a very favorited game, but it's I love Legend of Zelda, guys. Come on, Twilight Princess. That's my bread and butter, though. So we've got a little unfinished castle here. You know, it looks pretty swift, though, I must say. Got a little house over here. It's being ported up from the ground, probably up into the sky. Back when the structure blocks were first introduced. In fact, I know this one was definitely down there. And got two little small houses over here from a fragment of a bygone generation, back when this used to be a city from a certain series. You know, in the clouds, it ends with Dale. That's all I'm gonna elaborate on, guys. Got a little boat in the sky here, the admin boat, and I know there's these blocks all around it, but I'm pretty sure this is where we were storing some of the stuff for right, okay. We're just gonna yep. I'm just gonna go onto the boat, guys. Now, I did not make this, I believe someone else made it. We'll go into the captain's quarters first, and look at that in the top left, guys. Right, yeah, I've got the admin super gear. You know, you can tell this is old because it's still got diamond, no netherite. Good old days. Yeah, this soldier with his hat on. This is where all the advanced, the limited jobs were kept. Yeah, and I guess we just move them down to just shulker boxes, which is probably a smartest idea. Now, we don't wanna have Jeffrey going about on this world. But as I said, guys, you know, it's been many years, and as a kid I thought 4chan, I never went on it too much, but I did go on it around 2019, 2018, around the Epstein era, you know, when all the stuff was coming out. And now it's presented to us, and it's all sickening shit. Who'd have thought? Got Cocoa Pops. What else we got? We got a little secure store here. A tool shop, of course, guys. Now, this mall, I believe, was another thing that was built very early on in the server, and it's meant to be the mall from Payday to an extent. Which obviously you can see that it's not very accurate, but you know, a little cake stand there by the side, guys. I remember. What else do we have? We have a swim bath here. I remember making this. Water World. Nice, lovely interior. Nice little bridge extending over. And then we come inside and look at this, guys. Wouldn't you like to come to a water park like this? This is beautiful. You know, another great thing about Minecraft is the childlike wonder that it created. I mean, you can see this. This world has existed for donkeys. And I never got bored. And I was always finding new stuff to build with people. And you know, I never had to play with people all the time, but this world, it's to be cherished. This building was replaced by me because the original one was built up, and I lied to my friend at the time saying creepers had blown it up. That was with me and a friend, Ninja Star, and we rebuilt it for me and our primary school friends at the time. You could see I was a Doom fan as a kid. And we've got Dr. Ronald in here with a big radioactive thing, guys. Here generates a power supply. Look at that, we got batteries and everything. The hypersonic hacking transmitter. Oh, that sounds pretty funky, guys. And then we have the light generator. What did I say? Matronage. So yeah, we got some little techie stuff in here, guys. We don't need to see all this, you know. Little snowman down here. But you saw the power cables, guys, you know, in that top room. So this was meant to be like a power supplier, you know, and it was going to the local prison. I remember when we first set up the world, and some people joined from a friend list of a friend, and they blew this place up, and it made me very, very, very angry. Now I probably imagine there's still some of the remnants of it. No? Who knows, guys? Who knows? Continue on. We got a nice little wood house. I remember I thought this was amazing back in 2013, and you know what, guys? We'll give it to it. This was pretty Swiss. We got a little museum here that never got stuff added to it. There was stuff in it, but it got removed because my building was quite terrible. But this is my house, guys, as you can tell. You know, it's got all the Brony influence to it. And what do we have down here? Wow. Bit of Megalovania for you guys. Who doesn't love it? Now, wow. Even my old redstone, right? This is what we like. This is what we like, guys. Welcome. So you know the house was going for a nice cloud aesthetic, of course, rainbows and shit. You know, you could probably tell what my favorite character was, guys. What do we have here? Thankfully, probably nothing. That's good. That's good. It might have been problematic, you know, guys. We don't know what we filled in this. I know there's stuff in here though, guys, and I remember back in the day I thought, wow, this is really good stuff. And it's even got the old apples. Come on, guys. Come on, show some love. Show some love for this world. A little bit of graffiti, I suppose. And God, yeah, the graveyard at the back of here for all my fish and my cats. Bless them. Bless them. And even Kitio 706, my cat Quizzy, the Quizats Hadarach, truly the best cat in the world, guys. He was a stray cat, had bits of his ear missing, never meowed. He was a weird fella, but he was the nicest cat I ever had, despite his you know, aggressiveness and being a stray and all. So let's continue on down this way, guys. We've got a little bank and stuff here. Got a rocket. You know, Black Ops 1, as I've said in videos before, big inspiration to me. That mission where you blow up that rocket, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Especially the scene with the Karambit guys. That definitely gave me trauma. Got a nice little swimming pool here. One thing I will say about you know, the vibrant visuals update, Minecraft does look a lot more beautiful. However, I've fallen out of love with the game in recent years because they the game had such a dreamlike quality to it. It had this mysterious vibe to it, and like now you look at, you know, the newer items, it's all decoration, it's all stuff. For a game called Minecraft, you know, the idea is for you to craft stuff, but all this is useless stuff like copper. You know, all these new woods and stuff, all these new plants, and the mob vote. Come on, guys, we can all agree that the mob vote's horrible. Or like the rechanging of textures. Of course, it makes it, you know, more distinguishable. However, the old textures had, you know, this uniqueness to them of an early developer, you know, developing, you know, nice pixel art, simple. It doesn't need to be advanced. It doesn't need to be overly coloristic. And the game's lost that charm. The mushroom nuke house, an abomination I remember making. A nice little tower, nice little mage's tower, I suppose. Got a house here, guys. Nice little wooden house, you know. And then, yeah, not too advanced. Another thing about Minecraft is the music. The music's again lost a lot of its ambience, its uniqueness. C4, something something. I know the guy that made all the original tracks. You know, they were beautiful. You could listen to them on a vinyl, guys. You could listen to them on CD. No, I'm not someone who'd advocate for many, video game soundtracks. We've got a nice little hospital here, guys. But the original Minecraft soundtrack was it was just beautiful. It was simplistic, inspired awe, inspired wonder, inspired creativity, and I think a lot of kids nowadays don't play Minecraft. I know they're not as creative as kids back in the day. Maybe it's all the TikTok brain rot. But like, as a kid, I was obsessed with this game. It's all I ever wanted to do: play this game, make it into a big server one day. Even though I had no hopes of doing that on the PS. But it's like I just had all these ideas. I had all this time, and ultimately, this is what I spent with that time building a Minecraft world. Little thing from Tribe 12 there, my favourite Slender series, guys. I'm going to head towards the village a little sec. We'll see what's in here right now, guys. We've had a little puff of our smoking devices, guys. And we're now in the medieval area. Church of the Ashen One. I've never played Dark Souls, but I heard Ashen One and I thought, wow, that sounds cool, guys. This is my little temple. My little church, guys. Medieval stuff, medieval builds, that were my favourite things to build. Yeah, we've got like my clan, my medieval clan. This is an area I spend a lot of time on. Got the transport merchant. Got a few houses around here. Yeah. Many of people have played this world, I've played this with my cousin, with my friends. Friends of friends, friends of family. And this building here, guys, I remember watching the tutorial of this. What a beautiful build. The Watched Guild, guys. Could you tell I like Tribe 12? I love the eye symbol very, very much. But yeah, what a beautiful little place I built here. And it's just like, I'll never get the time I spent on this world back, but this is a treasure trove of things. This is a treasure trove of time, ideas, concepts, and like childlike wonder. And there is really no beating that in any memory. The memories of your childhood and what you spent doing in them years. I'm just gonna bust in here, guys. Why not? And then we'll replace it because we're nice. We've got a nice little vault down here. Yeah, we rich and stuff, guys. Oh my god, it's gonna start trolling me. How did you guys get your start into Minecraft? I mean, I remember how I got mine. It was through the Yogscast, through Lewis and Simon. Survival Island, that was my first series I watched by them, and then obviously Shadow of Israfel. And guys, that is some straight peak. Shadow of Israfel, all them, era of Minecraft stuff. Here's my tavern, guys. This is another build I love. All them, like just that era of YouTube. Yogscast, Simon, Lewis, Kim and Duncan, and even Shin and Sips, but I believe there was some controversy with Sips, but come on, guys. I'm not gonna say he's a good guy, but as much as wrong as may have done, he may have done wrong. I'm not sure what he's done, but he made my childhood. Sips girl, you're a big girl and you've eaten too much and your pants don't fit around your waist. Come on, guys, please tell me you remember such peak. Everyone knows I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole, but what do you people know about big girl? You can eat pies and the sips go money. You can eat pies and the sips go money. What other buildings do we have here? This building looks a little out of place, but, you know, I liked it, guys. I liked it indeed. Got my big guild manor over here. Or, is that it? A guild manor, yes, wow. Now, this is another impressive build I loved. You know, medieval stuff, guys. It's beautiful. And I took so much time into this world. I was not like the most creative builder myself. I did spend a lot of time watching videos. People telling you how to build a beautiful base like this. But like, I have no shame in it, guys. This world, it's just so beautiful. And, you know, it doesn't need to be all one same thing. And there's so many things that were unfinished, left undone. These are proper old builds. I remember this blacksmith. I must have built it at least 4 times in my life. Other worlds. You know. There's just like... There's just so much here. This... I remember... Meatball, he never finished. He never finished the interior. Lazy worker. But, you know, that would have looked Swiss. We had it on another world, and that was just a solely medieval world before we built this medieval section. Before I built this medieval section. What do we have over here? We've got little hobbit holes. I made these. I'm quite impressed with them, to be honest. You know, nice little hole in the ground. Can't complain, guys. You know, this is a nice walled off area as well. At least most of it is. You know, it's pretty secure, pretty safe. Some more Skyrim inspired houses. I probably searched up like Minecraft Nordic house. Little house back here. And I suppose we'll come away from this section. We've got a castle I never finished here. It's got the Eye of Sauron on it. Originally it was just the Eye of Sauron, and then I came over and decided, you know, the person that was building it's not playing the world anymore. I'm gonna take it. So I built this evil castle, guys. You know, it's the Kex's evil castle. I mean, come on, look at this, baby. This is peak building, guys. I need a big castle for all my evil deeds as the Kexter. And then we come over here. We have a patch of land that was never finished. An icon of the devil. And this little enclave. You know, this little small, chill enclave. You know, real cozy vibes, guys. Nice little houses here. Nice little mushroom house. And I believe there's a fox nearby as well. There's the fox. I believe I got all these builds on Instagram. My Instagram save still has many of them that were never, you know. There's a map. You can see the scale of some of the things here, guys. So, you know, we're over here, this side of the map. But we will follow the roads down. Many of my Instagram saved stuff has just Minecraft builds from accounts that I haven't posted in years. And, you know, again, they were very big helps. You know, when I didn't have ideas for things to build, or I just wanted to build things and I didn't want to build a massive project. And I'd go to find nice little cozy build, something that's not taxing, and I'd just build it, guys. Listen to albums. That's how I first started listening to MF Doom, Kanye West, and Daft Punk. Just sitting around, listening to music, playing this game. There was no better time, you know. Black Ops 3, that's got a lot of playtime on PS5, so does GTA 5, but Minecraft, I believe, sits at the most with 2,000 hours. There was meant to be a Hylian sword in here, guys, you know, the Master Sword. This is the Lost Woods, or at least it was meant to be the Lost Woods. You know, there is actually a maze and stuff, but we're not going to go through it. This took a lot of time, or at least it felt like a lot of time. As I wanted this world to be put into survival eventually, I made like a little mine. I'm not very good with world building, you know. A lot of it was just concrete stone and ores placed in between. This was meant to be a big lore hall where the lore of the server would be held. Nice little building I made. And What do we have here? This is a bit of an eyesore, isn't it, people? Well, it holds a secret. So we'll check up here. This was meant to be a part of one of them things you saw in the books earlier, guys. Oh, that was quicker. So eventually, you know, around the map you'd have found the Silent Hill key. And you would have came up here. I believe this is where the... Oh, no, that's not where the clouds are. But, you know, abandoned houses. I'd never played Silent Hill. At the time, I just liked the concept of Silent Hill. And I believe somewhere around here there's a church. So, you know, I got the occultism stuff right. And do not enter. Whoa! What is back here? And oh my god, guys, there's a secret base. Could you have guessed? Now, what kind of secret base is it? Oh, well, it's the SCP facility. The West one. So, I'm not sure if there's a... No, there's probably... No. Yeah, this building looks heavily unfinished. But, you know, guys, a lot of time to do interior. Sometimes you just want to make the build, you know. Don't hate me for that. Down here, you can see we've got the art gallery from Payday 2. Nice little small version of it. Payday 2, another game I played lots of. Got security cameras, you know, guys. I love Payday. Not so much Payday 3, but Payday 2. Payday the Heist as well. I never played it. I've played it once or twice at a friend's house on the PS3. We have the Outpost here, you know, guys, like that other series we're doing. This was meant to be like the courier station, you know. Stuff would get dropped off. The Murky Water Outpost. Maybe there's some stuff inside, you know. Maybe some stuff we can loot. Or maybe it was just like a storage facility. Yeah, I got all these containers in here, guys. How did we get them inside? Well, I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you. What else do we have? Nice little non-threatening building over here. What's this? Oh my, another Payday building. I hope people know what this is. But it was meant to be, can you tell, the slaughterhouse? Slaughterhouse mission. Yeah, blow up the van from the ceiling, you get the gold out. Yeah, class stuff, guys, come on. Show me some love. I was a big Payday kid. Never reached Infamy 25 on my PS. But solo stealth in Golden Grim, that felt like an accomplishment back in the day. And we will see the Golden Grim in a bit. I forgot to say, guys, we've got some pixel art and stuff, but we'll explore them more in a sec. Now, am I being stupid? Yes, and look, guys, we have another Murky Water facility. You know, this place would open up. It had doors here, I remember, here. You know, give you the illusion of something, you know, not being here. And then we've got a bunch of safes, guys, and that's where these special items would come from. This was based off... What's back here? Oh my god, guys, it's the Codex Gigas. You know, that big devilish book, freaky book. I had an obsession with that as well for some reason, you know. It just, cool books. No, we'll get out of here, guys. We don't want to be exploring around, you know, all these empty areas. Now, this might be a long video, guys, because I really want to, you know, show off my world. It's something I've always wanted to do, you know. That's why I've had so many people on it over the years. I'd always just wanted to show people, I suppose, that I'm creative. I got Gudetama, some, you know, some Sanrio stuff, Monokuma, my boy. That girl from Danganronpa V3, Mira, maybe, I don't know. A nice little city that was never developed here, guys, atop the clouds. And obviously that would have been the holding cell where you got teleported up to if you didn't swim in the illegal way through the sewer system. That's what these are. But obviously there's a big road that passes through here. Now this was when I started wanting to develop the city aspect, you know, more and more, and like mods were coming to console, but obviously they're paid, and like you could only use them on like specific worlds. See, up here, guys, in the clouds, and then we would have, you know, escaped as long as we're not hostile. Over here's a concept that never finished off. One of the companies, the Trident, that was my company, had like a Sieva, you know, from Destiny, like style infection happen in one of their bases. You'd have to navigate it inside, and then there was going to be a big boss battle at the end, but that never got finished. And you know, we had this cool looking room, you know, something out of Destiny, I suppose, stylistically. But would have had a big puzzle behind it. You know, we have like this research lab, and what we got here? Crazy device, just stuff that I experimented with, you know. But this was meant to be the second floor. The first floor was a big library maze, I believe. Yeah, look at this, guys. We do not want to be caught in this. But you know, every good person can get through a maze every now and then, you know. It's not too damaging for you. But yeah, that was going to be a little 6-person raid, you know. I had flickering lights in here. Yeah, gave off a cool illusion. I really wanted this world to be something special, guys, as you can tell. I had all these ideas for, you know, raids, Deus Ex Machina, God from the Machine. We're going to build some crazy stuff over here. Now we're going to explore over this section. We got a IKEA right here, but we got something else in the distance. You know, you might be curious. You might be going, Kexter, what's that? What's that? And I'm going to say, well, guys, it's a big nuclear vat. Now look at that. Look at that reflection. Oof. This is multiple layers of glass. It's meant to give off like that radioactive effect. But I must say, this looks very nice with the visual upgrades that Minecraft has received over the years. What do we have here? We have something that, again, never finished. This was meant to be an 8-player raid, where you would have explored another SCP facility. We've got some desert tanks and stuff, guys. And this is probably from my stupidest ideas. Very Christian-esque. Essentially, I had a bunch of characters and universes I liked, so I was like, well, what if this Minecraft world was a big convergence point? What if this Minecraft world was the realm where it could merge with other universes? So I had like, you know, I've got Destiny stuff on here. I've got, you know, anime shit on here. So like that was like the thought process behind it. But we had a character called Vectro. He was my pony OC back when I was a young child. One day we were like, well, what if he was like just a villain that came to the world like fucking trying to like take it over and shit? And I was like, yo, that was actually a fun idea. That actually sounds kind of funny, to be honest. So I like wrote up a storyline where a bunch of humans were trying to make a teleporter between universes. And they made something else called the Paradoxical Machine to make sure that they could warp into these other universes without, you know, having issues, or to delete paradoxes. We got a little burger shop here, Burger Town, nice little coffee shop, guys. Now this is Mikuville, as you can probably guess, guys. This was you know, meant to be my nice little peaceful enclave. You know, we got Hatsune Miku guarding the city. We got all the nice modern-ish houses. You know, some with the reinforced glass from Education Edition. So yeah, we got nice little houses here. Some of them probably unfinished, unmarked even. But you know, we got all this, guys. This is obviously the big Kexter Dog's house. Nice big interior, guys. Just what we want in life. We want that mansion. We want the guest room. We just want a big Kex station, guys. That's what we'll call it, the big Kex station. You know, got some nice houses in the district. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. This one house is a bit out of topic, but you know, look at that. We got a dragon. We got a dragon on the floor, guys. Now I also remember a little secret over here, guys. Oh my God, we're in Migo. We're in Migo. Right. We've got a little peace garden over here, guys. Before you know, I was onto that Taoist stuff. I liked you know, it's a nice picture, even if I didn't understand it fully. But yeah, where's the roads leading next, guys? Well, I guess we'll just have to see. So, what do we have across here? Well, I'm pretty sure, well, I'm not pretty sure, this is meant to be a Big Bank from Payday 2. As you can see, it's unfinished. But, you know, I've got the grand scale of it in check. You know, the bank tellers area, the back area, all this bull stuff. What do we have over here? An Aperture Science building that's unfinished. Like Creeper TikTok, you know, that looks pretty cool. Yeah, Aperture Science, guys, we love them. Now, I'm pretty sure back here as well was meant to be where you would go to activate a building that was nearby. And I can't see anything, so maybe I never built it. I guess I didn't. But there's a mental institution nearby. That was meant to be like a little horror map I was building, but I didn't have the skill for it per se. What do we have here, guys? Well, we have an Aperture Nuke. What's this one called? The Josser. The Josser Omfroy. Devastating, guys. Got a little bit of Monokuma here. We got a Harvest and Trusty from Payday here. Nice little small version of it. There's a game I play in Roblox called Shooter vs. Hider. It's like an active shooter scenario situation, but it's a fun little game, guys. We got Mercy Asylum. And here we have the Aperture Science Parkour. Now this is difficult, guys. And look at that, we've got a little message in the top. Hello and welcome to the Aperture Science Computer Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief attention and relaxation vault has been a pleasant one. And then, oh, blah, 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 blah. You know, guys, I love Portal. I love Valve games, all that stuff. You know, it's cool, guys. It's cool. It'd be cool if we could leave. I'm just going to patch things up, guys. We can't leave things in disarray. Now we got Ken Kanage. My boy. You know, probably the second anime I ever watched. But Kaneki was so cool, you know. Unravel was so cool. And what do we have here, guys? Golly. Oof. Well, I'm going to have to take a deep breath, have a kek day, remind myself of that. We got Rem and Ram. And we got Shigaraki. I suppose we'll say this is Mac tonight. We got Stain, Darby, Toga. I don't know the other guy. Stain, I liked MHA, you know. That other guy. You know Gasai. We got Starman, Cloudman, All Might. A very conspicuous figure over there, Doki Doki. We got Sans. Oh my God! We got Deku. I'm not doing more Deku impressions. It's painful. We got Bakugan. We got a Death Gun. We got a Billy the Pup. We got a Manly. We got Jotaro and Dio and Joseph and blah 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 blah. We'll ignore this. We got Killer Queen. We got the man himself, Yoshikage Gira. We got MF Doom. We got Joji 6ix9ine. X, Daft Punk. We got Biggie and Tupac as well. Now, let's explore over here. But before we do, actually, I know there's something precious over here. As I said, guys, we loved Yogscast. Oh my God, we loved Yogscast growing up. So we got a bit of a Yogs Labs going on, guys. Unfinished. But, come on, guys. Show love to Simon, Lewis. They really made my childhood. You know, Yog Labs, Jaffa Quest, Moon Quest, or Jaffa Factory even. And as you can see, guys, this did take me a lot of time. This is a, I think it's a one-to-one of the beginning. Not a one-to-one, but it's my interpretation and my building of Black Mesa from Half-Life 1. Now this, oh my god, I'm building this to pain. The microwave at the back, so we can destroy that food. And then, you know, we got the HEV suit and stuff back here, guys. We got Gordon, Freeman. Oh my god, guys, look, I'm, oh my god, and he's ready to set up the Resonance Cascade. We got the HEV suit over here. Guys, I love Half-Life. I love Half-Life. Half-Life 2, one of the best video games ever made, guys, and it will be coming to the channel, I think. You know, not enough people know Half-Life. If I asked my little brother, I say, hey Max, what do you know about Half-Life? He'd probably say, oh, I don't know. You probably wouldn't even know Gmod. Which is not great. It's not great. We need to teach these kids better games. And the Kexter, that's what we're delivering, guys. We are delivering good games, memories of better times, the golden age of gaming, whatever you want to call it. But, you know, we're getting through Black Mesa, guys. Ready to start stomping Vortigons. You know, we got the main test lab chamber over here, blah, 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 blah. I was going to patch this up because we don't want to leave the world in a state, guys. We don't want to leave the world in a state. Now, let me out of here, and I'll be very happy. Look at that, guys. Now, I know I said in another video I'll just stop saying guys as much, so here's my first warning to myself. We got another SCP lab down here. Can you not tell, guys? This little... Oh my god. Not even 30 seconds. Yeah. We liked SCP before it was overtaken by the same people that really have overtaken every sphere of things I enjoyed, like Fallout and Minecraft. And I suppose that's what I wanted to say. Minecraft now feels... I don't know if this is the way to put it, but transcoded, you know? It's not got the same audience, it's not got the same players as it used to. Now, there's probably a number of factors for that. You know, like Mojang being creatively bankrupt, not putting in really any updates. What have we got down here, guys? We got some SCP lockup. Oh my god, I don't remember any of these. I remember 096 though, you know. The Plague Doctor, the big lizard motherfucker. I used to love SCP. What am I doing? But yeah, like all these new features that are added. Like, oh, you can keep a baby as an animal forever now. You can keep an animal as a baby forever now. And it's like, why would I care? Why would I care about these baby animals? The Eternal Slayer 666. That's a cool rocket, guys. I bet that was probably devastating. Now, this is the experimental segment of the map. This is where I was building my raids or my raid concepts. You know, we got the quest hall over here. We have, you know, this was meant to light up when each of these raids were completed, and you'd get rewards for them. And you'd get, you know, here's a little spawn point as well to set. Because, you know, you probably expect to die in these raids. I remember trying to test them out, but the capabilities of a child's mind, they can only go so far, you know. And what I came up with was this big worm that you'd have to like blow up, this hell worm. You know, there'd be these weak points on it. You'd blow them up, you'd go inside it, take out its heart, do a little parkour section at the end, guys. And you know, very akin to Last Wish from Destiny. I loved Last Wish. The Dreaming City, which also just reminds me of like other series that I loved that I've grown to hate and have died. Destiny 1. Wow. What a game when that came out. Destiny 2, I thought the same of it, you know. Not when it released at launch. I remember playing that at launch. I remember staying up past my bedtime so I could be the first one to play it out. All my friends, tell them about the story, and I played for a few hours before school. You know, got my light back. I was playing Hunter, of course, and I was loving the game. I love Destiny so much. It was only until like Beyond Light. Is that the stasis one? You know, another little maze. Parkour section was back here as well. You know, a temple, and at the back there was a stone tree where you'd spawn the Withering. Because, you know, people actually want to destroy an actual boss, guys, not a fake one. Now, this monstrosity over here was meant to be my grandest project. And as you can see, it lays unfinished, but this was being built before command blocks were in the game, so fill commands were not. And I had to keep going on to Destiny 2, launching up Leviathan, and exploring the start of it, just so I could get this as accurate as I wanted, and it's not accurate. But, I mean, I spent so much time and preparation into trying to make this, and this was meant to be the full Leviathan experience, you know. So it was going to have Leviathan on top of the other two, you know. What was the other one? Eater of Worlds, I think. Crown of Sorrow, Spire Stars. He was meant to have it all. I was planning to build all this stuff, not all the internals of the Leviathan, that would be too far much effort. I mean, it's probably accomplishable, but it's not within my building repertoire. And it wasn't as a kid either. But, you know, again, something lost from Destiny, Leviathan, all the Leviathan raids. I paid money for Leviathan raids. I paid money for DLCs, and what did they do with it? They took them away from me, and they fed it to me by the spoonful, year after year. All stuff I'd paid for slowly being reintroduced back into the game as they removed it. The shotgun gangbangers, we will not go out in vain, you know. We spent so much time playing Destiny. The Disciples of Sullivan, shotgun gangbangers. You know, as much as I had played Destiny 1 with my other clan, you guys were truly the be-all and end-all, you know. I wouldn't have learned Scourge of the Past. I would have never have done it flawless if it wasn't for the Disciples of Sullivan. All my good mates, Jordan, you know, Tiggy, Joe, Bob, Chev, all these people that really made my like 13 to 15, 16 even years a pleasant time, you know. Playing Destiny with people that didn't really care about my age, but would just want to get shit done, you know. People that just wanted to get shit done and have a good laugh. And, you know, this was when PlayStation had communities, you know, and you could, you know, make posts. You know, I've met a lot of people. I've met my good boy Toby, a fucking real Kexter, you know. This is a kid I met when he was like 12, maybe. I was probably like 15. I just put a post on a PlayStation community being like, yo, I need help with this Minecraft world. Will anyone join? You know, give me help. Any help's appreciated. And him, he joined. And, you know, that kid's now 18. He's a loyal Kexter. And, you know, just proof that, you know, over the years, you know, memories may fade. People may not be there the same anymore. You know, people go, people come. But real ones last, real Kexters last, guys. And most importantly, real Kexters have experienced this world. Spent many of hours with it. Yeah, this just brought up a memory. When PlayStation finally got VR Minecraft, this was the first place I spawned in this big hall. Mount Keklympus, we'll call it. my monument to the fill command. And the first thing I did was jump off this building, you know, with the elytra, dive down. I was a bit sick afterwards. What do we have here? Oh, I can tell my my little brother probably built this. Yeah, no. Instead, it was my girlfriend. Oh, that's what I mean. This is a treasure trove, and it's so big. This map there, I can always find new things. The UNSC. Some Halo stuff. Some Leviathan. Oh my God, hiccups. Some Leviathan-inspired ships. All of our ships were meant to be the Saturnile. All the ships were meant to be themed around, you know, each person. So, like, my friend had the iron, I had a golden quartz. You know, I loved making these spaceships. We used to have a world where it was just spaceships and, like, mechs. I had a big monkey mech made out of iron. His name was Viet Cong, I'm pretty sure. Now, this is the ram, you know, because it looks like a ram skull. This was built for my brother, you know, when he first got Minecraft PlayStation. And I wanted him to have his own unique colour palette. Another ship up here. Now, I'm not going to go inside the ship because I remember there being a very weird red and white and black ship at the back. It's a TIE fighter. It looks dope, guys, don't worry. But I don't think YouTube will appreciate it, you know. They'll say it's the other symbol, but it's not, guys. It's the Japanese symbol I'm thinking of. We got a little casino in the sky here called the Sierra Madre. A little poker table, little roulette table. We'll speed things up, guys. You know, we don't wanna be memorizing the past all day. But yeah, that's a nice little place. What do we have up here? A little small ship, a little small fighter with a beam on top of it. This up here was meant to be the Interplanetary Destroyer, and this was going to be a boat, styled like you know, the Leviathan ships. The Bogathan, I'd built that on my friend's world. It was the first one I built. I'd love to see that world again. You know, I fell out with a lot of people over the years, and I'm still kicking, guys. But I would like to see that world, you know. I spent time on it. Good times building good things. We've got another little small ship here with a little robot guy. You know, he's the driver. I'm pretty sure this is Area 52. Maybe some little research things inside there. Another missile. And this I remember. This is the first thing I ever built with my little brother on Minecraft. Yeah, there he is, the Maximilian. This was our nan's house, and we did quite a bang up job, to be honest. You know, her living room and stuff. She doesn't have this house anymore, but nice little place it was. But yeah, that's what we built together. Over here, we've got the Five Nights at Freddy's buildings. You know, back when that game hit, I was like, whoa. Such a unique experience. My dad always grilled me for playing it. Said that, you know, it wasn't a real game. But, fuck you, Dad. I got Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and 2. We've also got the third building, but it's not as good because it wasn't made by me. But this building, I remember building it with my primary school friend. He kept messing up one of the patterns somewhere, so we'd have to rebuild the entire thing again. Because, you know, it would annoy me greatly. You know? You can tell this was built around like 2014, 2015, whenever, you know, FNAF 2 released. Just a hectic game when it released. And, got a little theatre over here. Something that I know received many changes over the years. When Redstone first came in, probably not first came in, but like when I wanted to build like a, you know, an attraction type thing. No way, this doesn't work. Wow. That's kind of sad. But, you know, this is like the things I'm talking about. Wow. Pixel art of the TF2 Sentry Gun, guys, if you can't tell. Little house, I remember. Is it claimed by me? No. I remember my friend making this. And, you know, it fit with the overall vibe of the world. This is meant to be the Super Bowl, you know. What I envisioned the Super Bowl was. At least I think it's called that. No. More, you know, rainbows and stuff, guys. What do we have here? The failed bank, you know, Harvest and Trust. Yeah, you can see that it tried to be, but it wasn't. And another Aperture building. This was like when the game first, you know, hit Xbox 360. I wanted to make like a obstacle sort of course thing. You know, we got test subjects, got GLaDOS, we got all this stuff. Let's see. Yeah. 2013 build. That's, you know what? That's not bad, guys. I'll take that. I'll run with it. What do we have here? This was like the ending of it. You know, you'd have shut down the neurotoxin, and GLaDOS would be no more. But yeah, we won't go inside. The Big Bean Fort, as many have called it, with the rockets inside. And next to it, a little office of sorts for Trident, you know, my company. Can't remember what's in there, but it's a nice little building. You know, Trident there. Another Trident building. I liked making these like megalithic, you know, company buildings. And I wanted people to like have their own like floors and build their own things with it. But you know, I never got to that. This was meant to be a place you could raid, you know. This is the heist floor where you'd rob those big things, you'd knock them down or something, I don't know. It doesn't have to work perfectly, you know. We got console commands, we got admins that would be invisible. I remember my friend making that, even though he'd never played Dark Souls. Two little statues. Some little houses down here. We have the Golden Grin Casino. Now we are experiencing a bit of lag, but it's okay, guys. And you know, this was meant to be a one-to-one of Golden Grin, but again, I couldn't keep going on to Payday 2, so I was doing it off the back of my dome. And you know, it'd have all the stuff, you know, all the rooms you have to search. What a great heist. To solo, great. To do with friends who never liked stealth, not so great. I remember having them waiting 2 hours in a you know, in the lobby pretty much, because I didn't want them to be detected with their concealment of like 20. What do we have over here? We've got a nice little theatre. We've got a Applejack in the sky. Under here, there used to be a different building. It was a My Little Pony building, but now we've got First World Bang! Another heist I loved doing solo. You know, pretty accurate. It's got all the, you know, all the bells and whistles. And there was like a little construction site, I believe, on the side to like drop the bags down into, like, you know, you're doing the heist. I was thinking of all these things because this is, you know, something I genuinely cared about, guys. There it is at the bottom. It's the sewer system or whatever. So we'll go on the opposite direction now. We'll see what is left in the world. And, you know, we'll just keep showing off cool stuff. Keep talking, guys. Having a nice time. Hopefully this is a video you can, you know, fall asleep to. What have we got here? We've got a little Freddy and Bonnie. I remember my cousin making this house. Oh my god, Elite Blazers. That's a name I've not heard in years. Nate Dogg. I wonder where you are nowadays. Nice little houses, guys. Well, this was not a nice house. This was an ugly house. But more training centers, you know. I was very inspired by, you know, Xbox 360 arcade, Avatar, you know, games. They were so good back in the day, you know, like Castle Miner Z. Come on, Please, please tell me there's some nostalgia out there for that. Got a little 1v1 area that I was building, you know. We got Poop Town, of course. Some little, very simplistic maps, you know. It doesn't need to be major for 1v1s. Got a little retro Japanese area over here. Now, my mate made this house way back in 2013. You know, there wasn't a lot of blocks in the game, but I think this building still stands the test of time. You know, what a beauty. And got a little fighting area down here. You know, Tora gates. I think they're called Tora gates. What have we got? A little ramen stand. Yeah, spicy ramen. Nice little house. That's definitely mine. Yeah, because you know we like to live elegantly. Yeah. Son of Paxar Kettons. Put some respect on the name. You know, a little smithing area for making our katanas. And my big mansion. Now this, I remember, was also another person that came off the PS communities. They built this over a numerous amount of days. And then, you know, I had a mansion, guys! I had a mansion! And, you know, this was meant to be like the Yakuza hideout. You know, my cool Yakuza hideout. For doing Yakuza activities. You know, a lot of these buildings are finished. But, what was important was having the aesthetic, you know. Having these cool areas. So I could geek to my friends and be like, yo, look what I built today. And, you know, this was constantly an evolving world. What have we got here? We've got the survival hardcore emulator, which I'm pretty sure is just an area that was filled to the brim. I'm not even going to go. It's all stone and stuff, guys. This was meant to be like, you know, a way to simulate survival for people that only wanted to play survival. So look at that, you know, we got a nice little day-night up here. It was meant to be something like, you know, Survival Island that Yogscast did. I remember watching that video, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, yo, Minecraft seems to be a game I want to play. And I said, Nan, can you buy me this, please? It's only £12. She said, no. She said, no, Dylan. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Now, remember this building. Wow. You know, so much time went into these buildings, so much time went into just making this world. You know? And I hope the people that played on it had... Oh my. I hope the people that played on this world had, you know, as much fun as I used to have. Because, you know, there was something amazing about having all these people over so many different years. And, like, the painstaking effort of getting it from Xbox 360 onto a PS5. As a kid, I searched so many times, is there a way to get the files on? No, and they all said. But, really, it was something as simple as finding a save file converter. Now, I'm noticing slight artifacting. Now, we had a bit of artifacting there from the stream connection not being too great, guys, but we are on to the last section of our journey. Now, this is probably one of the last areas I started to really fully develop and want to expand more into the city. You know, this is where I met the Tobster. And, you know, what have we got back here? We've got I know this is the FBI building. It used to be a different building. A little hotel that went unfinished for many years. Pretty sure that was being made by Supersonic Gecko. There used to be a tower on top of here. And, you know, back here, we've got the Trident V building. Because I don't know why I called it that, to be honest, but it was very cool for me to build back in the day. Now, I'm pretty sure, actually, there's a dog around here I can't move. Maybe not. Maybe it's gone. But there was a dog around there that was unable to be moved because the name, obviously, of my PS3 was not the same as my Xbox, so it didn't time me as the user. But, you know, it's a nice little thought. There's the memories of Cloudsdale. And there's that ice building I was talking about. But, as I said, this is the city area. This is the last area I was sort of developing. You know, we got some modernistic houses outside. I remember this being built probably in 2014. We probably thought this was the pinnacle of designs back then. What have we got? We got the Trident stock building. We've got the nether portal there. What's actually in this build? We'll have a little look. We got the Zaibatsu building there. I'll give that a little show. You know, this was meant to just be like a trade plaza, you know. Yeah, nice little place. Some greenery. This was meant to be the credit center, I believe, where you got paid. It's meant to be the White House, or where the mayor would live in this. Now, for those who know what I'm talking about, the Gmod map, I can't remember what it's called, but this is how the building looked. Maybe there was a big Z over there, but that's where I heard the term Zaibatsu, and I thought, wow, that is really cool. So, got another baked bean cap with a missile inside it. The Trident building, my office. I've got many offices, you know. I'm an important person. I'm the gangster after all. And there's meant to be a stock market. You know what I mean? When I say that I had so many ideas, you know, all these companies in the game, and I just wanted to, like, you know, have like something that was like unique, like a Gmod hybrid server with a lot more to it. So I think yeah, the K-Dog Gaff. Got another one of my houses here. I remember this was being built by Meatball. Yes, as it says there, you know, I'll give the guy credit. He was good at building stuff. You know, this is from a video, obviously, but you know, I'll give him credit where credit's due. He had good tastes. We got the Enclave building here, or at least I'm gonna assume it's Enclave because it says E on the front. Wow, I am a genius. Got the Trident building here. You know, Bro Industries. And we had the Redstone shop. I wonder if any things still work in here. Yeah, I suppose there's I don't even know what's going on here, but you know, some crazy stuff. What else? Oh, this is the private eye for the detective. And the League of the T word that I can't say. But you know, Summer was a part of it. What do we have? Race course, you know, betting. A little cat cafe. A love hotel. This was probably around the time I just came back from Japan, so I had a lot of things in my mind around 2019. But yeah, a nice little Secretariat race shop, the Secretariat racing area, the University of Foxford. I'm a genius, I know. A murky water building that was never finished. Some more clubs and stuff like Octave or Octave. You know, helipad. Another red stone building, you know, get it, guys? Red stone. I know, I'm a genius. Over here was meant to be a Galaxy radio station, Galaxy 492.4. You know, it sounded official. It sounds good. But what have we got here? Toby, if you're watching, this is the subway. This is the subway we were talking about the other day. You know, Nash shop, all these little additions. Many people, you know, it really shows Soul. We got Catboy Hooters over here. We should make that Kekboy. Kekboy. Now this is the mansion of I remember the one and only Akiren, the Sharpster, another fellow Kekster. Now I will say, Mr. Sharp, when you built this, I remember there was some things a little wrong with it, so I made some adjustments to it. I made it even, and I'm not sure if it's totally even now, but it looks it. We got Aquarium X over here, you know. I'm not sure how many fish and turtles and stuff are inside, but you know, we had an idea. I remember making this house while Toby was in the world, and my good friend, this was his house. We used to make the joke that, you know, if I came upstairs, I would be knocking on this room, going hello, or maybe it was this room, yeah, probably this room. But you know, making your own house. Lola Fatty. Some things never change, eh? The angry fat boy. If you're out there still, I hope you're keeping it cack. I hope you're keeping it cack. We used to keep it cack on Minecraft, keep it cack on Black Ops 3. And you know what? I miss them days on PlayStation. But, you know, this is the exact thing. I mean, this is a time capsule. You know, you can see when I first started liking JoJo's Speedwagon. And out in the distance we've got something. And that's where I suppose I'll end the video. We'll do a little fly around still. See what other things I can spot out my eye. Like, oh, God. I remember my friend was making Manchester Stadium. I can't remember what it was called, but it was going to be a very big project. And as you can see, it looks pretty good there. Even from a groundwork perspective. So let's see. We have the fairy extermination camp over here, guys, because you know that's just what they deserve. There was a fragment of a tower over there, but all of them are gone. There was something here as well, guys. But we'll ignore that. We'll ignore that and we'll head onwards. Now just look how beautiful this world is, people. I mean, I probably haven't even shown you all of it. But I mean, I hope people can appreciate it, you know. I hope people can see that over the years I had many classic ideas, and playing with good people, I had tons of fun. Now, I know up here there was a scrap the raid I never finished, and this was the admin area where all the things were, you know. And like, God, I'll give you a bit of a taste. So you know, in the lore for the server, there was meant to be an invasion of worlds by the Vectro forces, you know, and then he would send his son, you know, the teleporter gets destroyed. We've got to go, you know, blah 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 blah, and the paradoxical machine and his son, the teleporter, you know, we destroyed all the Vectro stuff. We killed them. What else do we have? Got local 48, you know. Do not look at the moon. Do not look at the moon. Do not look at the moon. You know. What we got here? We've got a... Yes. You know, I'm a real Destiny ball knowledge player. Know that I am Callus, the last greatest emperor of the Cabal. Know that the Ghost Primus was falser than your place in my god. My Corpus Skill, when we met the traitor's face, finally my champion, little else stands between us. You know, seeing that sword in Destiny 2 before Leviathan came out, holy shit, guys, it's so hype. You know, just like Destiny back in the day. You know, Siva, King's Fall, Leviathan, Scourge of the Past. I will never forget them days of raiding. I will never forget the memories I've held. And all the good times I had because of people that were Keck. and spread kek and joy to the world. And that's really all you can do, guys. Now, I said at the start of the video, this would take us somewhere. This was I'm not sure if people have played it, but a little game called Towers Unite, made by the people that made Gmod Elevator, and they also made Gmod Towers. And obviously they're making Elevator again now. There's the Tower Unite logo. But this was just meant to be the plaza, you know. I had my laptop to the side, I kept having to look it up. But this might be outdated now, you know. This is what the plaza used to look like. I've got the shop name there. Yeah, DIY. So yeah, guys. I mean, that's been a trip down memory lane. I hope you've enjoyed it with me. And you know, if you're here, if you're an avid viewer, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for all the support, you know. This has been something I suppose I've wanted to rant about for many years. And I guess today, guys, you've gave me that opportunity. I've been able to flex, you know, my childhood. But most importantly, guys, I hope you've had fun. I hope it gave you some inspiration. Hope it gave you some memories of better days. I just hope that it was an enjoyable watch, you know. I hope you fell asleep to it if you have, you know, put it on at night. But, once again, I just want to say a big thank you. And remember, people, please keep it kek. And thank you once again for watching.